Zoom photography here. Welcome back. Today we want to see how best we can export photograph from Photoshop for Instagram. Instagram has a file limit at which you can upload. Otherwise, the file is compressed by Instagram, and when that happens, it doesn't look nice at all. There is artifact here and there. So there's a way you treat your photos before you export. This image is what I edited in the previous video. So I just want to continue by showing how to export, the best way to export to Instagram. Yeah. Without much ado, let's zoom in. To export to Instagram has a dimension. So first of all, you have to crop your image based on the dimension. It's either a square, that's 1 by 1. So you crop based on whether you want to export a square image or by 4 by 5. I prefer the 4 by 5 dimension, so I'll crop it. Yeah, 4 by 5. And then I will resize the image. Resizing the image, you go to image size, and then the part with the highest number, this is 520. This value you change it to 2048. So as you can see, the file size was 9.6 megabyte, but now I have to reduce it to 57.7. So when you change the file size, you reassemble by cubic sharper reduction. And click OK. So this is the file size for Instagram. But before you export, if you haven't sharpened your image, I usually sharpen at this stage. You do your sharpening before you export. I have an action called deconvolution sharpening. This is done by, I'll put the link in the description down below for anybody who wants to download this action. So I click on my action. First of all, I need to create a stamp visible layer. To create a stamp visible layer, you press Ctrl, Shift, Alt, and E. That'll give you a stamp visible layer. And I'll run the action of deconvolution sharpening. This sharpening is so nice that it doesn't give you those artifacts. So the action is running. You hardly see sharpening being had, but truly there was sharpening. Let me show you before and after. Just look at something. Before, that was how it was. After, and this is the after. Subtle change. For me, let me show you the clear how it is. Let me run the action again. This is just for illustration purposes. So I run the action again, and now look, yeah, this is how it sharpens the image. But this is not what I'm going for, so I'll undo it, and then I'll add a layer mask, black layer mask, to conceal the sharpening. And now I can paint it in wherever I want it to be. So I'll pick my brush with the foreground as white. Wherever I want the sharpening to happen, I can now paint it in. I want the eyes to be sharp and some few parts of the face. Sometimes the hair to sharpen. Okay, sharpening is ready. Sharpening is ready now. So let's see the before and after. This is the before and this is the after. There's a subtle change. If you don't, you will hardly notice, but there was a sharpening. Yeah, see the before sharpening. It's how it was, and after. Look at the region, the eye region, before and after. Yeah, so after sharpening, the next step is to now export. So to export to Instagram, you come to File, Export, Export for Web, Save for Web, or Save for Web. Because I've already resized the image, it still remains at that. So the file size is 1.85 megabytes. I want it to be less than 1 megabyte, so I'll reduce the quality just to about 70%. Let's see, 70%. 70. Yeah, 70 is good. So I now have 660.1 kilobytes of file with a high quality image. You make sure you check the optimize and embed color profile. Always make sure this is checked, convert to sRGB. Otherwise, if you don't check this one, your image becomes the color profile. See how it has faded? It won't be the same. The color space is different. So for web, you have to check the convert to sRGB. I was working in ProPhoto RGB, which gives me the largest color space. But for me to put on the web, I have to convert it to sRGB. And I can choose to keep the copyright or contact info, copyright and metadata. I'll prefer to keep all, and then can now save. To ask you where you want to save at, we save for this purpose. Let's save it on desktop. And voila, you are done. You have a high quality image that you can put on Instagram without it being compressed and the quality reduced. Thank you for watching. Keep subscribing, share the video, and ring the notification. Thank you. Bye.